From Marvel and James Gunn, the director and studio who surprised everyone with Guardians of the Galaxy, comes a cool-looking, super fun, laugh out loud, but ultimately kind of forgettable sequel. What? It's still better than all the other Marvel Part 2s, except for Winter Soldier.
Is that better?
There we go.
Guardians of the Galaxy, Volume 2.
He gets it.
Blast off again with Marvel's Space Avengers, a team of misfits who learned how to work together in their first movie, then turned back into a-holes so they could learn it all over again.
You like a professional ass or what?
In this playful action comedy where the heroes never really get hurt. The danger never really feels that imminent.
That's true.
And the jokes definitely don't fall flat. But let's be honest, they aren't as funny as the characters think they are. Okay, guys. It's funny, I know. Scale it back a little.
Like, come on.
Hey, let me decide when to laugh, all right? Oh, just shut up. Catch up with all your favorite heroes like Star-Lord, who discovers he's the son of a god and a moron.
Well, I don't know what you're talking about, but I like the way you say it.
Gamora, who ditches the strong silent badass trope to become a strong silent badass with the more interesting sister. An ad for baby Groot toys. Rocket, whose eyes don't work, apparently.
Damn it, I'm using my left eye?
I'm using my wrong eye again, aren't I?
Yeah, that's how eyesight works, you stupid raccoon.
Did I miss something? Newcomer Mantis, with the power of getting roasted by everyone.
You are horrifying to look at. I never thought she'd be able to do it with as weak and skinny as she appears to be. Oh, I'm imagining being with you physically.
Including herself.
I'm certainly grateful to be ugly.
And Drax, the once tragic warrior who's become an aggressively dumb sex freak.
Did you make a penis? I like a woman with some meat on her bones. My father would tell the story of impregnating my mother. I have sensitive nipples. It would make my nether regions uncool.
Look, you have a good thing going with Drax. Don't take it too far and Urkel your best character.
My nipples!
Prepare for an episode of My Two Dads in Space.
Oh, God.
In a film that's so high on friends being your real family, you'll swear you're watching a Fast and Furious movie.
I finally found my family.
I thought you already had.
We're not friends. You're right. We're family. I don't have friends. I got family.
I knew
Space
it.
Dad 1 is Ego, the living planet of exposition.
I call it the expansion. It is my purpose.
Pretty much his whole
Now,
purpose of being there.
It is yours.
As he proves everything's better with Kurt Russell, making Ego the living planet grounded and relatable, until he goes full Marvel villain and becomes a blue alien made of sky beams who wants to rule the universe. While Space Dad 2 proves that everything is better with Michael Rooker, as Yondu is retconned into a good guy who just wanted to be a good pappy, all to create maximum emotional impact when he's killed off in the most tragic Marvel death since, no. She was in her 90s, so. He came back. He came back twice. He came back on TV. Quicksilver?
No.
Wow, I guess it's Yondu by default. So get ready for a great time at the theater as they bring back everything you loved about the first movie. The music, the slow-mo walks, and the insane visuals. To the things you didn't think could come back, like the laughing at the dumb name bit.
Star-Lord.
Who?
Your name is... It's Taserface?
Rocket having someone steal a fake body part for him.
I was just kidding about the leg. What? No, I thought it'd be funny. Wasn't funny? He's not gonna know where his eye is!
And undercutting most of the serious dramatic moments with jokes, even the emotional climax of the film.
I tried so hard to find the form that best suited you.
It's okay, Marvel. We've been following these movies for 10 years now. You can let us go without a chuckle for 10 minutes.
Finally get
Good.
to be the father I've always wanted to be. Excuse me, gotta take a whiz.
Maybe not. Starring Arthur Meme, Han Brolo, Greena, Warrior Princess, Big Blue Beetleborg,
Oh, God.
Drax Shepard, I Am Merch, Star Fox, do a barrel roll, Whistle While You Merch, Mantis Toboggan, Ego the Slutty Planet, and Ready Player One.
Oh, yeah. Makes sense.
Dad Rock, the movie.
It's called a Zune. It's what everybody's listening to on Earth nowadays.
Uh-oh, the Zune is from the early 2000s. I don't think Star-Lord's gonna be happy when he finds out what happened to rock and roll.
Cut my life into pieces. This is my last resort.
So, you have a Guardians of the Galaxy sequel script for me? Yes, sir, I do. So we're gonna start this one off with the Guardians fighting a giant space monster while Baby Groot stars in a Baby Groot toy commercial. I love it when movie scenes are also commercials. I know you do. So why are they fighting a space monster? Well, these gold people called the Sovereign hired them to protect some batteries, and they said they couldn't risk losing any of their own people. Okay. But then Rocket steals some of the batteries, so they chase the Guardians with their fleet of remote-controlled spaceships. They have a fleet of remotely controlled spaceships? Yeah, pretty cool, right? Why didn't they use those to fight the space monster? What do you mean? Well, if their battle technology is specifically designed to not put them in danger, why did they hire the Guardians in the first place?
Exactly.
Because that works. Anyway, then this dude Stakar tells Yondu that his funeral is gonna suck. Oh, so Yondu is gonna die? Oh, is it that predictable? Having a character tell another one about his funeral makes me feel like we're gonna see his funeral. We're gonna see his funeral. Well, at least he's not one of the most well-liked characters. Actually, by the end of the movie, people are gonna like him a lot. He's gonna have this thing where he says that he's Mary Poppins and stuff. Oh, Mary Poppins is tight. Oh, that sounded kind of weird. Yeah, as soon as I said that, it sounded weird. So we're actually gonna kill off a well-liked character. That's kind of a first for us. Yeah, and it's really gonna come as a surprise because all the main characters in this movie are pretty much invincible. Oh, they are? Yeah, they're gonna survive so many things that nothing's gonna feel like a threat anymore. What kind of stuff are we talking here? Oh, just stuff like crashing their ships, smashing head first into rocks, getting crazy beams of whatever go through them, violently hitting trees, getting struck by monster tentacles, being swallowed, traveling through space at dangerous speeds, being literally next to an explosion, getting their ship shot thousands of times. That's a lot of stuff. Oh yeah, it's gonna feel like a cartoon. People like cartoons. Anyway, in this movie, we're gonna have Peter meet his dad, and he's a celestial being named Exposition. His name is Exposition? Oh, no, sorry, it's Ego. I got confused because 90% of his lines are exposition. Wow. Yeah, so he brings them to his planet, which he is, and then he shows them a PowerPoint presentation explaining that he banged Peter's mom. That's kind of weird. Super weird. And so most of the Guardians are gonna hang out on Ego for a good chunk of the movie. What are they gonna do there? Not much. Huh. But there is this character, Mantis, who's like Ego's servant, and she's like, I have to tell you guys something about Ego, and it's really bad. Oh, that's exciting. Yeah, but then she's not gonna tell them for like 30 minutes of screen time. Wow, really stretching this out, aren't you? I am. So what else happens in the movie? Well, I also split up the Guardians so I could stretch it out even more. Smart. So Rocket and Groot and Yondu are being held prisoners by the Ravagers, and then Yondu is gonna murder them all with his arrow. The people that were his allies like 2 days prior? Right. Oh, that's so dark. No, there's gonna be cool music playing and it's gonna be slow-mo. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, it's gonna be a really fun time. Amazing. Yeah, taking lives while music plays is gonna be a really big part of this film. Death is great. Hail Satan. What? So how does the movie end? Well, Ego is gonna show Peter another PowerPoint presentation about how he banged a bunch of aliens. Kind of inappropriate. Yeah, and then Mantis is gonna reveal that he's been killing all his children because they didn't hold the celestial gene. So she's kind of complicit in that because clearly she knew it was wrong to be killing kids. Yeah, for sure, but I think people are gonna like her anyway. It's gonna be tough to get people to like a character that's complicit in wide-scale child murders. Actually super easy, barely an inconvenience. What do you mean? Well, she's gonna act super innocent and adorable. Oh, cute. Yeah, she's even gonna join the Guardians at the end of the film. That is so sweet. I don't even care about those dead kids anymore. Nobody will. Wow. So anyway, Ego needs Peter's celestial genes to move his plan of expansion across the universe forward. And Peter is into it, but then Ego admits that he killed Peter's mom. Why does he do that? Well, because I needed Peter to find out somehow, and so having Ego just say it unprompted felt like an easy way to do that. Fair enough. So then Peter is devastated and he wants to kill Ego. Yeah, I get it. I mean, finding out that his dad killed his mom, that's gonna be a dark moment. You'd think so, but then Ego's gonna turn into David Hasselhoff. Oh, undercutting emotional scenes with silliness is our bread and butter. Yeah, feeling emotions sucks. Also, I like that finding out a key fact about his mom's death is what drives the climax. Yeah, I think it might be a first for Marvel, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think it is. I mean, other than Iron Man and Captain America Civil War. Maybe because it's so recent, people won't notice. Maybe. So anyway, then everyone's gonna join together and defeat Ego. Wow, how do they manage that? They destroy his brain. Okay, but the fight takes place on a planet that is him. Yeah, he shouldn't really be able to lose. Doesn't sound like he should. But it's not like anyone's gonna really look into the science of this, you know? It's just for fun. Right, it's a movie with superpowers and talking raccoons. You'd have to be a real killjoy to check if the science works.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah. Definitely him. All right, so there we go. We got Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 out the way. Remember, we're doing this in chronological order based on Collider.com's how to watch Marvel movies in chronological order. So this is all happening essentially like 2014, I believe is when, 2014 is when Guardians of the Galaxy takes place. And then Guardians Volume 2 is just a few months after the first one. So they just have them back to back here. So next up, we will have Avengers Age of Ultron, just kind of keeping it going in the chronological order space. So I have the link for that though in the description if you want to check that out. And if you have any discrepancies you might see, call it out. I'd be interested. However, Volume 2 is my favorite of the Guardians movies so far. They're going to be doing a third one. They're also doing a holiday special, which was just talked about in the Investor Day for Disney. So I'm excited for Volume 3, especially with James Gunn coming back after doing the Suicide Squad for DC, which I hope that's also pretty dope as well. But this one I enjoyed more than the first one. It essentially is almost in a way the same movie, just more focused on Kurt Russell being his dad and playing Ego. And yes, he's definitely an exposition dump in everything he talks about the whole time. But I felt like I was more invested with the characters, and not because of the first one. I just felt like they did a better job of incorporating the characters in this one. As far as the relationships and things of that nature, yes, a lot of that started in the first one. But again, like I said, the first one, everybody could have died and I wouldn't have cared. This one, I would have cared more. And I did care more when Yondu sacrificed himself, which I thought that was a cool moment. But I don't know. It was just something about the characters this time that I enjoyed more overall. The character moments between different pairings I enjoyed. And for the most part, it made their introduction into Infinity War more likable for me. The Gamora Star-Lord romance was a little bit out of nowhere for me because I feel like that was rushed a little bit, but it was still fun. So it was nice seeing them in there, and then also in Endgame when they show up. But yeah, this is my favorite of the two. I think this is one that I can watch over and over again. The first one I've only seen a few times, but I feel like Volume 2 comes on TV like the most of almost any Marvel movie that I've seen recently. It's always coming on TNT and different channels and TBS. Again, it's a fun movie. There is a lot of wackiness, a lot of craziness going on, but it is a colorful movie. It's a beautiful looking movie, and the performances are great. Even if, again, Kurt Russell's ego is an exposition dump, it makes sense. He is a villain. It's just how it goes. But it does kind of raise the question that both of these videos raised, of that Marvel doesn't want you to feel anything. Like, they'll put stuff in there, but then they're going to bring a little joke right afterwards because they want you to laugh, almost as if laughing is the best way to enjoy movies. I don't know. I think sometimes you gotta have those dramatic moments, so there's just some changes in what's going on in the film, and they need to stick a little bit. And I don't think a lot of Marvel movies have done that lately. So maybe that's something that'll change at some point. Who knows? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below on Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, or really just both movies. If you've seen the other one, check that one out over here for the first movie, as that was a versus reaction between Pitch Meeting and Honest Trailer. I posted in the beginning who won, so you guys check that out. I still think Honest Trailer won that one. This one, I don't know if I have a winner. I might have to say a draw on this one because both were pretty funny. Honest Trailer seemed more consistently funny, but Pitch Meeting gave me a really good belly laugh there. So I don't know. I'll leave it up to you guys. So you guys vote for, and we'll have that result showing up in the next Pitch Meeting versus Honest Trailer reaction. So let me know what you think in the comments below. Lastly, if you're subscribed to the channel, thanks so much for subscribing. I appreciate it. If you're not subscribed though, think about subscribing to the channel or sharing it with someone if you think they would enjoy this content as well. But before you go, don't leave yet. We've got some more Pitch Meeting versus Honest Trailer reactions. And I probably should say Honest Trailer versus Pitch Meeting because Pitch Meeting has been winning most of these. But check those reactions out there in the playlist. You can also check out the first Guardians of the Galaxy movie versus reaction as well. But if you've seen all that, then I'll see you right now in the comments for this one.